Welcome back, PGA Tour 2K23, My Career Ragnar Lothbrok, episode 25. So not as bad last time as the time before that. We still lost some of our sponsors because we stink. Hopefully getting back here, Travelers Championship. We are still leading the FedEx Cup standings. Probably the only person that's ever led the FedEx Cup standings and doesn't have any sponsors. I have some that I could pick. I mean, if they're gonna, better than nothing, I suppose. All right, let's get to it. Travelers Championship.
PGA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Travelers Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Thank you, Luke. What a lovely introduction and what a lovely day. I'm very much looking forward to strolling the fairways alongside these two players. They have been at each other, let me tell you. There's been a little bit of banter on social media back and forth in the lead up to this match. They have a bone to pick. They have a bee in their bonnet, and it's all going to be settled out on this golf course today.
Well, it will be interesting to keep an eye on this one right throughout this event.
All right, we'll take it. We'll take it.
Nothing wrong with an opening par, just easing their way into this round.
The second, a short par 4 playing up the hill, just 345 yards.
How aggressive do you want to be? Do you want to take driver out and try and get it up to the front edge, or are you going to lay it back with a long iron? That are the two thoughts that players must face. Second shot into a minuscule green with a pot bunker on the left-hand side that could be the meanest one on the golf course.
Let's catch up with the current proceedings.
That could be pretty good. Yeah.
Wonderfully played.
Now make the putt.
This one's for birdie.
Putt is underway.
Got it.
That's a lovely putt to make for birdie. Take some pride in that one. He currently shares 4th position.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
That's some good golf right there. Playing this one about 130 yards out. Going with the pitching wedge here.
Oh, this is
pretty
a
good.
fantastic
Yeah,
line.
could run a little more than what I wanted.
Okay, that'll work.
Made birdie on the last. Looking for a second in a row here.
Okay, steady now. Just a simple tap in for par on this one. He's currently sharing 8th position. The 4th hole at TPC River Highlands certainly asks for a longer shot, Rich.
Danger here is leaving your tee shot out to the right in the trees and the bunker. If you hit it down the left-hand side, expect a much longer second shot.
Going with the 5-wood.
It's going to get in there. Too much club. Come back down?
Nicely done. Why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
It's been so tight. She's tied here with her rival. And can she pull ahead now?
Trying to get to 2 under with this putt.
This is all that's left to pull ahead of Lydia Ko. They're going to try to apply some pressure here.
And there it goes.
Oh, he's up, Tiger. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Yeah, he's been prowling around this one. It's 11 foot out.
Disappointing.
And that's all she wrote. Trailing by a few shots after that hole. The par 3 5th is no snack either, particularly at the distance of 230.
That's its only defense here, Luke. The green is fairly flat, has a couple of bunkers up there surrounding it, but to be fair, at 230 yards, it's a pretty simple
what a shot.
long par 3.
Good opportunity coming up. Make this putt, and you'll move into the top 10 on the leaderboard.
And there it goes.
Oh, just missed.
I can't putt. I don't know why I get
This
so.
putt
Why my
was about
putting
8
sometimes is
feet.
so.
This is what they have left for par here.
Oh, jeez, the
Now just a
criminy
little bit of
Dutch.
clean-up work remaining on this hole. And it's back-to-back bogeys here. Got to turn this momentum around.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Now playing a little defensively.
Well, that's not ideal. Finding the
It's
trees.
absolutely buried.
Oh, this is not a good outcome. Buried in the deep stuff.
He's going to need an incredible stroke of luck to get this out with any momentum going forward to get it on the green.
Sitting at 1 over. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Well, that's a handy shot.
I'm frustrated.
Now switching our focus
frustrating.
to Lydia Ko.
I don't
She
care
made
how
bogey
she's doing. Just
one
let me
back
play.
on the last hole.
And back to the course with the live action. Putting for birdie here.
What in the crap?
And just about 8 feet left to the hole. Just didn't drop.
Lord almighty.
And this next putt, it's for bogey. Our
Putting's
current
killing
leader's
me.
Enjoying a 1-shot lead. The par 4 7th, just under 450 yards in length, Rich. 2 just accurate shots needed here.
Just a straightaway drive and a straightaway second shot will get it done 8 days a week on this hole. This second shot, though, into a green that has 2 tiers on it. If you're not on the correct tier in 2, you're going to face a difficult putt.
That was a beauty. Just 9 feet remaining to the hole.
They've got this putt to tie Lydia Ko.
Ouch. That
I
hurts.
can't figure out the break and the
Putt for par coming
speed.
up.
Gosh, dang it.
Well, it was a wonderful approach, wasn't it? But unfortunately having to settle for par. Here's Lydia Ko. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. I really like the 8th here at TPC River Highlands, a good par 3.
This is a strong par 3. Water shouldn't come into play as it's some 15 yards short of the green. However, there's runoff areas both right and left that could cause some issues for these players.
Good shot there, Beamer. And he's down there. You got a read?
Yeah, he's staring down about 12 feet.
That still was not enough break. Are you kidding me?
Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones. Right on 8 feet.
Better than most.
And down she goes. Why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
That is
She's looking
ridiculous.
good. She's currently 1 ahead of her rival today.
And after this hole, that's how it looks. And a very familiar sight. Tiger Woods on top of the leaderboard. No point hanging on to that one. You didn't hit your best there. Rich, obviously, and we've joked about it a fair bit in this game, that you've been one of the rare players to take Tiger Woods down in his prime. But what was it like to play in the Tiger era and just how dominant he was?
It was simply amazing. You knew that each and every week that he showed up to a tournament, you better have your game ready to go because you assumed that he was going to be firing at all cylinders.
God, you gotta be friggin' kidding me.
Was still
I-
good enough to beat most.
There, did I hit
everybody
that
in
one
those
hard enough?
fields. You wanted him there because you always want to test yourself.
See, now I'm getting
against the
frustrated and
best.
it's causing me
However,
strokes.
if you weren't playing very well, you're kind of fearful teeing it up because you just knew that your best at that moment in time wasn't nearly going to be good enough to beat Tiger no matter what he brought to the table. He made each and every player look at their game in a different way and try and dissect it in order to weed out anything that didn't really need to be worked on and got them more specific in the areas that they weren't good at. Their deficient areas, whether it's the short game, the driver, the iron play, whatever it is.
I'm about 20% confident that I can make this putt. 20%.
You knew that you had to be at your best to beat him.
Currently at 2 over par. Downhill par threes, Rich. Lots of fun to play, particularly when
I
it's
do like
only a
downhill
wedge.
par threes. They're pretty cool.
Yes, but be careful from the wind. This green is surrounded by large trees, and that wind can really swirl around this green. It's a good opportunity to make birdie.
Good shot.
but
Hold one.
bogeys
Oh,
might
come
happen if you're
on.
not careful.
That will work. On a roll here with back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
That would have that happened. I've had a
that's
hole
gonna
in one
have some
already,
impact on the
and it was in a
scoreboard.
round
Let's
that I
take a
was
look.
not playing very well in. I was like, oh
Now,
great.
currently
I think
there
I
is
was actually
enjoying a
over
two-stroke
par
lead.
in that round too.
Rich, the 12th, the par 4, measuring just over 400 yards. How do you play it?
Grip it and rip it. Those fairway bunkers down the right-hand side, they are really not a big bother, so try and take those on as best you can. The further you drive it down there, your second shot becomes so much easier as this green is perched above you. Again, another good birdie opportunity here.
Nice out
use the
rough
slope.
here.
Or not. What is happening? What the
Not
crap
sure
was
if that's
that?
how they drew it up.
Not easy to find the green coming out of the rough.
I don't know what the heck I'm doing.
What's in front of them, Henny?
The perfect leave. Uphill, can be firm.
It's got a chance. And this one is for bogey. Now switching our
Ah,
focus
goodness.
to Lydia Ko.
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
So after that hole, this is what the leaderboard looks like. And a little slide down the leaderboard happening. Make sure you respond quickly. Well, birdies would certainly be on the mind of the players when they stand on the tee at the par 5 13th, Rich. But there are bogeys here as well if you're not careful.
Don't get careless with this tee shot. Don't avoid the water on the right and try and hit it down the left-hand side, because out of bounds comes in quickly, just left of those fairway bunkers. From the fairway, you have to decide where you want to go for it or lay it up out to the right. Any shots missed out to the right will leave a delicate chip to a green that runs away from the player towards the water.
Opting for the 3-wood.
Draw it right in there, hopefully.
This is bold. Going for it in 2.
Not able to find the green in 2, but a bold play.
Shocking. A missed green in regulation.
Too hard. What were you doing, dude?
13 feet to the hole.
Little birdie look in here.
Oh, so close.
How does that not go in?
Job done. Let's head to the next. Sitting at a couple over for the event. Let's head to the 14th, Rich. A short par 4, but you've got to hit your tee shot up the hill.
Up the hill, dogleg from right to left, but one of the most generous fairways on this golf course, if not the most generous. Anything up to the right-hand side will open up the second shot to the green that sits well below you. Any tee shots missed over to the left, however, you could have some tree
Ooh,
issues.
pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Easy. Come back.
Well struck. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Has to putt this one downhill.
And that putt just was never hit hard enough.
Downhill putt, and certainly was robbed on that effort.
And the entire field looks up at that familiar sight and sees the name of
Tiger's on a
Tiger
roll.
Woods on top. Well, Rich, as we approach the closing holes here at TPC River Highlands, there are some significant shots to hit, and here at 15, it's certainly one of them.
The tee shot is most definitely an important shot. If you hit a little bit too far left, water scary close to the left-hand side. Out to the right is no good. Length isn't nearly as important as how
Was that
straight
playing
you can
enough
drive
break?
it.
Since apparently I
All
can
in
never
all, a
play
very
break.
exciting short par 4.
Love this hole.
Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it?
I can't see
Good
where the
chance this
freaking
one,
pin
right on
is.
6 feet.
I can't see where
Couldn't quite get it to
the
drop.
hole was with the
Just a
freaking
short putt
leaves
remaining
and
here.
stuff.
Now 7 shots behind.
Oh
after that.
god. This is a
The final par
disaster.
3 at TPC River Highlands certainly brings a lot of elements into play.
Multiple tiers on this green. If you find the right tier, you have a good birdie opportunity. But if you hit a wayward shot, both right, left, long, or let's face it, short, you're in a bad spot. This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
And of course it's gonna roll. I mean, I could have friggin' told you it was gonna do that.
Just taking a look at this one, Rich. Do you think it's makeable?
Luke, I really don't think this is going to happen, but you know what? I've been wrong before, and it could happen again.
I mean, I'm just sick of how sometimes I just come out here and do this crap.
Never a good sign. Have to see if they can't rebound from that.
Well, this lake that is a real feature here in the closing holes at TPC River Highlands comes into play also off the tee at 17.
The most intimidating shot on the golf course, the tee shot here at 17. Bail left, you could find the bunkers, and if you bail right, you better bring your waders.
Please get over that ridge.
Here. Why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
She's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
And back to the play, shall we? Getting ready to play their third. Ooh, wouldn't that have
How
been nice?
does that not go in?
It was pretty straightforward. Trailing by 8 strokes now after that hole. The finishing hole at TPC River Highlands has gone through a few adjustments over the last handful of years, and it's also seen a very significant moment in the history of the PGA Tour.
Plenty of fantastic moments here. Tee shot goes back up the hill, over a rise, semi-blind tee shot, find the fairway, and you're going to have an excellent look at the green and a possibility of making birdie.
It was the site of the lowest ever round recorded on the PGA Tour, a 58 if you don't mind. This putt coming up is for birdie.
That still went under the hole. Look how far oh my gosh.
You've had the chance to have a look over this one?
It's 13 feet out.
This is, oh my gosh. You saw how far I started that over, and it still went under the hole.
And wow,
I'm going to just start taking a driver and just teeing it up and just firing it right at the pin, because that's the only way I can get it there, apparently. Oh, I'm fired up.
Well, that was a thrilling day, and on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for your company. We look forward to the next time you join us.
Well, he's going to take over probably. Dude, I'm so mad right now with how I've played the last like freaking 500 times out. I mean, look at these last few rounds. What a bunch of garbage. 155th, 37th, 84th. What the crap is that? Okay, we've got to figure this out. This is a bunch of bull. So, John Deere, we're coming with a vengeance. Let's get to it next time.